Hey guys, Hailey Lain aka Key Black here, and welcome back to another episode of Off the Cuff. And today, you might notice, is episode 100 of the Off the Cuff series.
Woo!
So today I've got with me Kalei.
Hi!
As well as Monpian.
Hello.
And we are coming to you guys from, not live, from Anime Matsuri 2024.
We're live.
Shh, you're ruining the illusion.
One day.
And we're here after, yesterday was the Yu-Gi-Oh panel, today is the G-Gundam panel.
It's gonna be meme-tastic.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And actually, that's the reason I bring that up is because we have a whole lot of projects and stuff that we've been working on behind the scenes. So kind of in celebration of that, this also being the 100th episode of Off the Cuff, this is basically the end cap for the series for the time being. I'm not sure if I'm going to come back to it in the future, but I wanted to thank you guys because this has been a really interesting experiment over the course of the last year or so. But I originally took it on because I tend to get really stopped up when I'm turning on the microphone and just speaking off the cuff. So that was the entire intent of the series. It's like, okay, I'm one of those people where I listen to myself 5 years from now and I cringe terribly at my old streams. Can I get to a point where I can just turn on the microphone and talk about something that I like and be completely sincere about it the entire way through and just be able to share that with folks without worrying about like having to justify what it is I like about the thing or having to feel like, okay, I'm smart, I have insightful thing to say, and can I just get to the point where like, no, I like Fultoning bears. So that was pretty much the entire point of the series, in addition to, you know, like, have a nice excuse to draw something, you know, something fun every week. And so like, there's a whole episode of like, yeah, Ronin Warriors, not about Ronin Warriors, I like that one guy.
Yeah, I think at the beginning, you had a lot of trouble even figuring out like what you liked. It's very general.
Well, yeah, because like I would always feel like, okay, I have to justify this somehow. Like there's gotta be a reason, right? Like surely, oh, it's because it's deep, or it's because this means that, and it's like.
Then you realize you can just like dumb things.
I like the horse. Yeah, I played Metal Gear Solid 5 because I could send bears into the sky. Have I ever drawn RoboCop before? No, I don't think I have. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna draw RoboCop. Huh, I just realized I've never actually watched Freakazoid. I'm gonna sit down and watch that series and I'm gonna be like, that was a fun show. I'm gonna draw Freakazoid and talk about like, wow, Freakazoid sure was funny. You know? Cosgrove, catch me, okay? It really got, we've been talking about that, like so many jokes that I'd seen referenced in other things like came from that. It's like, oh, I get it now.
I understood that reference.
It's true. And like that can even apply to the Metal Gear series. That applies to like half the things I talked about. Like even the, I think the first thing I even knew about RoboCop, since I brought that up, was it was that meme of the girl who had the t-shirt that said, hey, remember when RoboCop shot that guy in the like she's standing next to the actor. I saw that photo before I had even seen the movie.
She looks so happy and he looks so happy. Because it's a great movie.
It is a great movie, and it was like, I'm an animator. I like Robo-Dude. He's cool.
He's hot.
He's really hot. Murphy is hot.
I think it's important as well, you know, as an adult to sort of revisit the things you liked as a child. You can gain so much insight into yourself and, you know, what you actually like and what you know, what you may have incorporated maybe into your life.
Yeah.
You know, who particular kinds of dudes that you're attracted to, colors that you like, you know.
Or like, you know, where it's like I completely misremember what happened in the thing because like, oh, I thought this happened, but it didn't actually. Like, God, Detective Conan and Zatch Bell are case in point for this. I remember this.
I really like Zatch Bell rewatches.
Oh no.
Oh Lord.
I feel like I've gotten a lot better at being more honest about what I like to draw.
Yeah.
What was your time limit?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah, I broke that a couple of times. Like I had a couple that were like an hour long. Exodia.
Exodia, yeah.
Well, he has 5 parts.
Don't justify me. Don't justify me.
It's really useful to like, you know, giving yourself a time limit, learning how to budget your time and kind of respect your time is a really important thing for, you know, an illustrator and animator to learn how to do, because there's a difference between, you know, I'm just going to have fun and I'm going to draw what I want to draw, and then, you know what, I've got stuff to do. and as much as I would love to, you know, just like pour everything into this this illustration, this drawing, this animation, if you can learn how to actually time yourself out, it gives you more perspective into, you know what, I've been spending a lot of time on this, I should take a break. Or, wow, you know, this thing that I charged this much for a client, you know, to do is way under what I should have actually done, because like here I am 8 hours later, right?
That's absolutely true. Like it was kind of a realization a couple of times with like the Exodia drawing. I also did it with one of the Janochi drawings as well. Like I spent an hour on that and a little bit extra. It's like I had fun, but
you betrayed yourself.
I betrayed myself, exactly. Like I set my limit and I was like, I'm not worth that limit. I could do this.
Yeah.
But no, you're absolutely right.
The nice thing is after you've practiced that a bunch of times, you do improve. That's one of the only ways to improve. It's like you give yourself a limit, you see how you interact with that limit, and then what usually happens is you get better or you discover something about yourself, either a weakness or a new like, or wow, I never noticed that whenever I draw dragons, I double the time. Like I really am into this. I wonder why. Or for some people it's robots. For other people it's not even about, you know, a certain subject. Maybe it's a certain situation. You know, it doesn't matter what the characters are. And that's why these exercises, they help in so many different ways. So yeah, the fact that you got 100 episodes, like, that's great.
Yeah. 100 episodes of talking, 100 episodes of illustrations. Yeah, and I have a whole new page on my website for it. Thanks to that.
Expanded portfolio.
Yeah.
I think you've definitely got better.
Thank you.
As an artist. Like, 100 illustrations is no joke.
Yeah. Practice, you can't overstate how important it is to just do it. And the fact that you've done 100 illustrations is like, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, how long has it been? A year?
It's been a little bit over a year. I think
Yeah.
I started like the week after we released Behind the Curtain. And it was pretty much like, okay, I've got that to talk about. Let's use that as the jumping off point to just see what happens. And I jumped immediately into The Shadow after that because I just listened to the entire radio series of that.
People definitely wanted to know a lot more about like Behind the Curtain at the time, so it was like, hey, easy day.
Yeah, exactly. Like I could do 6 episodes of that right off the bat. And that was fun too because like I got to draw a couple of the things that we were joking about and talking about behind the scenes during production of that as well. As like, yeah, let's draw a scene of Henry and the director kind of interacting. Like, what would that day look like? And that's pretty much kind of been the attitude that I've been trying to take throughout the entire Off the Cuff series. Because I mentioned, I tend to get really choked up and really uncomfortable, like when the hot mic is on, you know? It's like, I'm gonna say a thing to fill silence, and then in 5 years, I'm not joking, like I can't listen to my old streams without going, oh God. So on a selfish level, like the Off the Cuff series for me has also been like, can I make something that I could listen to in 5 years and not cringe at, you know? Like, can I still be proud of that later, even if my opinions were to change, you know? Because
it's true, because the things that you cringe over when you look back are the things that aren't true. You know, it's when you're trying to sound smart or you're trying to, you know,
impress someone.
Yeah.
My streams for that exact reason are unbearable to me. Because for example, I love Snatcher, right?
Yeah.
Fucking loved that game. I really loved it while I was playing it, but I can't listen to my streams of it because there were only 3 of them. They were 7 to 8 hours a pop. And half of them were just me reacting, you know? And like, there's sincerity in these reactions because I remember thinking what I was thinking at the time, but it was also like, you know, I would scream a laugh into the mic and it's like, yeah, I mean, like, it would have been better had that been completely me.
Yeah, it's sort of like you did those during the time when those reaction screaming vids were pretty popular.
That's true, yeah. So it's like, okay, I know that that's gonna like do pretty well, and it did, you know, folks had fun on those streams, I had fun doing them, but it's like, okay, I've changed as a person and I would like to be doing stuff that I know is 100% me.
Yeah, it's sort of like unconsciously trying to get a reaction out of the audience, right? That's the cringe shit where it's like, oh man, you were trying real hard there. Instead of just being yourself and having genuine reactions kind of thing.
And I think that was part of the deliberate nature of Off the Cuff being something that was pre-recorded instead of live. Because it's like, yes, it's it's kind of both, you know, it's pre-recorded, so I don't have to be performing in front of an audience for it. However, I'm not going to let myself read off a script the entire time. Admittedly, some of those episodes were a bit more planned out than they probably should have been. However, I got much better at that over time, and I kind of knew that was going to happen anyway. It's like, I'm starting from scratch here. Like, I don't know how to do this. Let's see if I can figure it out over the course of however many episodes I'm going to do. And we've reached the 100, the big 100, which is, that feels pretty nice.
Feels good, man.
Yeah.
It's a good number.
It is a good number. It's a nice round number.
Yeah, it'll be really fun to like revisit these in a year or two and be like, all right, now what did I like? What do I not like? And you know, it's an echo, right? It's like a mirror. It's like, oh, you know, I still like watching this episode of Off the Cuff where I'm talking about this thing. Or, God, I cannot watch these anymore. You know, like,
it's like the cycle of cringe, isn't it?
It really is.
The more you do it, the less cringe you're gonna feel.
cycle of cringe.
So like you did like 100 episodes. Maybe in 5 years you'll still like 70 of them.
Just don't jinx me. Well, guys, once again, and as always, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for listening and for watching, and I hope you look forward to more updates on this channel and on my website, because I do have a lot of other things that I'm really excited to show you guys that I've been working on. And yeah, that is episode 100 of Off the Cuff. Thank you again. Thank you. And thank you guys for joining, because this was fun.
Yeah, good time.
All right, guys. See you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.